Hey guys, welcome back to part 2 of this video. I wanted to do a few more changes to this project. I don't have a script for this part either, but the things I want to go through in this part is to add authentication and also include or use Django Forms correctly instead of doing what I did in the previous video. Because what I do here isn't the best way to do it because I don't have validation and similar. So in the to-do list I can set up add authentication and add /implement Django Forms. So I can begin with the authentication. So I want to have a sign up, a login and log out. So if I go to core, I can begin with the view for signing up. So below the front page here, I can say def sign up, request, and then here I want to check if the form has been submitted. So if request.method equals post, just say pass for now. But if it's not, I want to create an empty instance of the user creation form. So form equals user creation form. So I need to import this Django user creation form. I can just go in here, check it out. Yes, there is the code for this one. So just copy this and go back and scroll to the top and import the user creation form. And then I want to return and render and just show this very quickly in the template. So return render request core/signup.html. And then I need to import or add the form to the context here so I can actually show it in the template. I can say else here since it should be like this. And then if I go into template, I can create a new one. Just want to make a copy of this one so I can copy these two lines, create a new file, signup.html. I can paste it and I can create a form tag. Form method should be post, and action is the page I'm on. And since this is a post request, I also need the CSRF token. And I need to show the form, so form.s paragraph, and then a simple submit button. So button submit. And I can just close the block tag like that. So the last step then before I can test this page is to go to the URLs and import it. Sorry, not that one. I want to add it into the contact manager URLs. Sign up, and then I can add it here, path, sign up, / and then just say sign up, name, sign up. So if I save now, go to the browser, go to /sign up, I hopefully should see this form, yes, and I have the simple submit button. I can steal the code from this button so it looks a little bit better. So just going to base.html and copy this. Close, save, refresh. So that looks a little bit better. Maybe the page should also have a simple title. H1, close, text 2XL, sign up. Yes, and some space. MB3, and this should also MT2. So then I have space there and there as well. Nice. Then if I submit this now, I should probably get some sort of error. Yes, because the form variable isn't available now because it's only available when it's a GET request. So then I can say post equals user creation form and pass in the data. request.post. Then I can check if this is valid, if form.is is valid. And if so, then I can save it. So form.save. Just want to see the next step then. Okay, so when this is done, I want to log in the user. So I want to set user equals form.save. So I save the user we have just created to a variable. And then the next step is to authenticate or log him in. Just want to find one of my repos. So if I go into repositories, to the net, blah blah blah. For example, this old e-commerce. I think I have the code for it here. Views.py. Yes, so then I copy this one. Go back here now. Django contrib auth. So I paste this on the top. So then when this user is created, I can just add login, pass in user. And I think I also need to pass in the request. Yes, so copy this and paste. Now the user should be authenticated. And when that is done, I want to redirect the user back to the front page. So return render request. No, not correct. Return redirect to the front page. Then I need to import this. This is a shortcut. Redirect and save. So if I now just refresh, I was redirected to the front page, so the sign up was working. Nice. So then I need to do some more changes here. I want to first add a logout button to the base.html. So here, where we have this, I want to check if the user is authenticated. So if request.user.is authenticated, then we can show this button. But if they are not, we want to show a login and sign up button. So a href can go to /login. I will add this soon. Log in and a href sign up. Oops, /sign up. Sign up. And I also need the logout button here. So a href logout, logout. So now I should be able to refresh, and then I have a not very visible button there. Can add the classes to these. Class P3 BG Emerald. Yes, I can actually just copy the code for this, so I don't have to write it. Like that. So if I save now, refresh, we have the logout button and then the plus button out there. The logout button doesn't work, so I need to fix that. But before I fix and test that, I want to set the default redirect page here. So inside settings.py, I can say logout redirect URL equals. And I can go to the login page. It can actually just be that. Login redirect URL should go to the front page. And login URL equals login. This is the page you will be redirected to if you are not authenticated and you try to visit the page. This is the page you're redirected to after you're logged in. And this is the page you're redirected to after you log out. So now we can save this. And then we can create these two views. So that's done. So inside the urls.py, I'm just going to use two views that comes from Django. So from django.contrib.auth import views as auth views. So just rename them to auth views so this doesn't crash with anything else. Now I can say path logout auth views dot log logout view dot s view. Think this is the correct name. Log out. Just copy this, replace with login. Login view as view. Name login and save. Okay, there are no errors at least, so refresh. So let me try to log out now. Then I was redirected to the login page. So it was working, but now this template for this doesn't exist. So I can create it. Just make a copy of signup.html. Save it as login.html. And I want to replace this with login. But even though I've done this error will still appear because this is trying to find a folder called registration/login.html, and this folder is the default one that Django puts the authentication templates in. But I want to tell Django that it's located in the core folder. So here inside the SView I can say template name equals core/login.html and save. So refresh, and now I should see this. I don't remember the username I used. Maybe it was ASDF. Submit, yes. So now I actually authenticated as that user. Nice. So now I have sign up, log in, and log out. So that means that I can go to the to-do list and set the first task to done. And then I just need to, show only users data, because this isn't connected to me, it's connected to no one yet. So I need to do some changes to the database model for this. So in contact, open up models.py, and then in here I want to say created by equals models.foreign key, point to the user database model. The related name can be set to contacts, so it's easy to find all of the contacts for a specific user. And then on delete models.cascade. So if a user is deleted, all of the contacts is also deleted. So you just need to import the database model from django.contrib.auth.models import user and save. So now we need to update the database, make migrations. Need to set the one of default, so I just point to one, which probably is the super admin user, and then migrate. So if I run the server again now, refresh, nothing happens because this is still connected to the admin user and I haven't done anything here to get only my contacts. So here I can say filter created by equals request.user. So if I save now and refresh, it says no results. Nice. I also want to make sure that to access this page you need to be authenticated. So I want to add a login decorator. So login required. And then I need to import this from django.contrib.auth.decorators import login required. I am logged in now, so this doesn't make any difference right now. So now that that is done, I just need to do one more thing in the contact views there, because here I need to connect this as well to the user. So here I can say created by equals request.user, and I need to add a login decorator here as well. So let me just copy the import like that, add it there, login required, copy, paste it for the edit and delete as well. And here I should also make sure that you can only edit the users, the contacts, which is yours. So here we add created by equals request.user. And here where we get the contact, we also say this. So created by equals request contact.user. So now you can only edit and delete your own contacts. And each time you add a new contact, it's added to only your user. So if I try to create one now, private, Stein, just add some random data here. Submit, and now this is here, and this should now be connected to only me. So then I can go to the to-do list and set this to done. Before I continue, I just want to say thanks to all of my patrons. If you too want to support me, you will find a link in the description below. And then the last step is to implement Django Forms. So inside the contact here, I want to create a new file called forms.py. And I can import model form from Django. So from django.forms, import model form. And I want to use model form because that's very easy and you get so much magic from Django. You can also import the database model for the contact. So from .models, import contact, and then class contact form. And here we just need to pass in the model form object like that. Say class meta and model equals contact, because that is the database model we want to use. And then which fields we want to change here. So here we can say we need to create a tuple. We want to have the first name, last name, category, email, phone, address, zip, city. So all of these actually. So category, first name, last name, email, phone, address, zip code, and city. Okay, so now you can see that we get some errors here because this shouldn't be there. The last field for created by will be added manually by me in the views.py file. So now that I have the new form, I can go into views.py and then I can import it here. So from .forms, import contact form. And then I don't need to see these anymore. And I don't need to see this anymore either. So here I can just say form equals contact form and pass in request.post. And then I want to see if the form is valid. In other words, if all the fields is filled out. So if form.is valid, then I can say contact equals form.save, commit equals false. Because if I don't have this commit equals false, I will get an error because the created by isn't filled out. So I need to do contact.created by equals request.user and then contact.save. And then I can redirect us back to the front page again. So let me save this and try to see if it works. Plus, have the categories here still. No changes there. Submit. Yes, so now it was added there. Nice. So then I just want to do this same for the edit page. So then I can remove all of this again. And say then I say form equals request dot, no, not correct, contact form, and say request dot post and instance equals contact, because here I want to pass in this data so Django knows that I'm actually editing something and not creating a new one. Then if form.is valid, then just form.save, because then now I don't need to add the created by because this is already handled. But if it's not a post request, then I want to create an instance, empty instance of this, so contact form, like that. And then we can save this, and now the model form should be implemented and everything should be working. Nice. And that was it for this time. I hope you liked the video, and if you did, please hit like below. If you're new here, I would be really happy if you subscribe to my channel. That would really help me out and help me grow this channel. See you in the next video.